Hello. This poem is for a lady. This poem is for the lady, the most beautiful muse of life. It's called My Beating Heart. I felt a fellow human being once float into my deepest heart. I haven't felt it since or before, but she danced like perfect art. Her eyes locked on me with a smile as the spirit traipsed within. It flickered briefly around my soul and then slowly pierced my skin. I looked back, transfixed, engulfed, to where I now carried her within my being, and how we were each other's guardian angels to a path that would be serene. And to this day the road runs true, and we've always stayed together, as she pumps right through my beating heart from that day forever.
One will always need reminding of what on earth they're doing. A harsh slap of reality just to get them through it. You can get yours just about anywhere, a place that makes you think or simply stop and stare. Mine is a place I used to see almost every day. Through smoke and fog, the knots that hold my brain begin to fray, and vital concentration starts to stray as I endeavour to put into words what this vision is dying to say. So I toss the words or rinse them out, but nothing more will come from out my mouth apart from, what on earth am I doing here? So I thank you, Longyearbyen Bridge, in your infinite disgusting beauty, your weathered metal frame and your lack of adhered to driving lane, your pothole bumps and your haggard lumps that get ignored then forgotten, daily downtrodden from month to month upon the year. These are the things that make your beauty magnify, the unbeatable and unbreakable resolve of a life and time gone by, but still carrying cargo, just passing on, just passing by. And I wonder if anyone else, not only I, thinks of Longyearbyen Bridge, hurrying to work or just hurrying to die. So take a minute. The strength of human nature in perfect harmony with nature itself can be seen. The banana fields, hues of serenity green, and the red river flows below so elegantly mean. And if that bridge were ever to fall, and swept away she devoured drowning dead was all, engineers would deem unsound or would seem confound of how they could let this bridge fall down. So take a moment from one's daily chore and consider what she's been forced to bore, and I'm sure she will continue forevermore. Just take a moment, a few seconds sure, to tell Longyearbyen Bridge what you're grateful for.
Happy National Poetry Day, everyone. I thought I'd share a quick poem about what writing means to me and how I rediscovered poetry after years of not writing anything and thinking that I wasn't any good and I didn't know what I was doing and that poetry was for other people and not for me, and I was just wasting my time. Maybe I'm still wasting my time, but I'm having a lot more fun these days, so I hope you enjoy. I've never had the arrogance to think my words were meant to last. No publication's prominence to cradle my creative craft. Imagination's efforts each immortalised in print, or any words deserving prominence and etched in ageless ink. There's no anthologies awaiting me with anxious bated breath. No editorial assemblies my absence leaves bereft. I'm still on no one's ones to watch list, and still no one knows my name. I used to be an up-and-coming star, but never really came. I tried a stint of self-promotion, posing prone on open mics and seeming every inch the showman while my knees were weak with fright. I put on quite a good performance, showed my competence a range, and then be instantly forgotten when the next act came on stage. I tried applying for assistance from a draft of different sources, sought advice from tenured teachers on creative writing courses, bought portfolios to poets I admired, seeking solace who dismissed each work as worthless, but were only being honest. So for years I stumbled clumsily in search of inspiration, my imagination atrophied by failing mental health, until one day it simply dawned on me. To hell with writing poetry for glory or an audience, I'd just write for myself. So instead of penning epics meant to capture social zeitgeist, I tried scribing a few lines about whatever topic spoke to me. Sometimes this meant a protest piece on politics provoking me, and sometimes something stupid just to touch on subjects jokingly. Eventually I thought to share some work on social media, and feedback came so fast it seemed reaction was immediate. A cavalcade of compliments and pure appreciation, just a stable space to write in with no pressing expectations. Flushed by finding inspiration, I've become somewhat prolific. There's new poems flowing daily which I'm giving real thought to. Whether following a writing prompt or drawing on what interests me, I write because I want to, not because I think I ought to. Now it doesn't really matter if nobody reads my writing. I'm inspired and excited even if no one else knows it. I've the drive to be creative on an every daily basis, and the pride to smile widely and say, yeah, I am a poet.
Say a little prayer for the people you know but you don't know are suffering, for your friend who doesn't speak about their feelings, for your neighbour you hear shouting every evening, for your colleague always running late to meetings. We don't know what people are going through, so save the judgment and just say a little prayer. Say a little prayer for the people you don't know but you know are suffering. You may not know their names, but they have a story. Don't let them be reduced to statistics. Ignorance is bliss, but the world is far from blissful, and we all have a part to play in saving it. So say a little prayer for the babies born into poverty, for the childhoods plagued by pain, and the adults who've already accepted it as normality. Innocent people are dying, whether due to the wars in Syria, the concentration camps in China, or the slave trades in Libya. The atrocities happening in Palestine, Congo, Uganda, Nigeria. The list is endless. You might feel far removed, but it takes all of us, because toxic individualism is a threat to all of us. Take COVID-19. How ironic that it highlighted a sense of unity which disappeared just as quickly as it came, because people were protesting against the masks used for protection, and at the same time the people protesting about lives being taken by the police were being deemed as the problem. It's fair to say that priorities are skewed. Governments using people to power the wealth of the economy, but not valuing the power in the health of the people. In this society's food chain, you'll be applauded one day and reminded why you're replaceable the next. Because fame is fleeting and money can go in an instant. But what's your heart saying? Do you ever ask yourself how you're making this life a little bit better for someone else to be in? We're a generation of problem solvers, yet we persist to create problems for each other, and we wonder why the world is dying. Say a little prayer for the earth, it's dying and we're all holding the gun. Injustices will arise as sure as the sun, but our silence may as well be the trigger. we need to do better. Because once we all realise things don't have to be this way, that with more love we can become the lights of hope on someone's shadow and show up for people a little bit harder. We'll all say our little prayers, and God might just answer.
Poetry Jam. Make some noise. Okay, 2 people. Poetry Jam, make some noise. Everybody say inside. There we go. Just checking the 90s babies and all that. Hey everybody, welcome to Poetry Jam. Welcome to people online as well. My name is Tom and I'm joined today by Shumi. Make some noise for Shumi, please.
Thank you very much.
Hey, Shumi, this is your first time doing Poetry Jam. How are you feeling so far? It's your first time up in this little building space. Tell us a little bit.
I'm feeling super excited.
Yeah.
I feel like we've got a beautiful crowd.
Yeah.
Everyone looks stunning, sensational.
Yeah,
That's my favorite word.
Sensational.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sensational.
Okay, and tell us one thing that people need to know about you. We're gonna get to know each other a bit tonight, but maybe just give us something really interesting or something that you love,
Do you know
or.
what? This has been my fun fact since I've been young, since it happened. But I was once on Tracy Beaker, and if you're a real one, you'll know what that show is. So.
Okay, early Tracy Beaker or you get a round of applause, you know.
Yes, someone out there knows. But yeah, midway, basically it was in Cardiff, and I'm from Wales, and it was in the park, so there's a little scene of me and my sister and my cousin running in the background with tennis rackets.
Mad.
Made my life.
Wow. 2 minutes of fame. Come on, put that on your CV. Okay. Autographs. We've got some time in the middle of the show. Approach Shumi and just get that photograph there for you. Put your hands up if it's your first time here at Poetry Jam tonight. Okay. Whoa.
Wow.
Jeez. Okay. Can we make some noise for people that are new? I know it's most of the people here. And then put your hands up if you've been here before.
Got some emojis.
And then make some noise for people that have been here, holding it down. Come on, put some respect on their name. Okay. Well, a few things just before we start. If you want to follow anything that's happening, if you're going to share some photos, take some really cool videos of the artists, we want you to tag and follow us at Beatfreeks. So at Beatfreeks, that's BEATFREEKS. I'm talking to you at home as well. Shumi, we've got a little competition as well.
We have got a little competition going on.
Tell us about that.
If you can upload a picture and at Beatfreeks and hashtag Poetry Jam, you will be in with a chance of winning a £20 Just Eat voucher. And food is everything, so.
Shumi, they don't want that, because if they wanted that, they would have gone,
woo! It wasn't given what it needed to give.
Shumi, what would you, if you had a £20 gift voucher, Just Eat, what are you going for?
Oh, it actually has to depend on the vibe. But right now I'm craving a Five Guys. So maybe I'm leaning into Five Guys.
I'm the Nando's.
Oh,
I'm the Nando's here. I've got my wings.
The question is, what level of hotness are you going?
I'm not in the kiddie pool. I'm just letting you know about that. I'm hot. I'm hot. That's just. I try and embrace that in every sense of me. So I got to do that for the food as well. So you could be in a chance to win that. We want to treat you guys. So if you tag us in at Beatfreeks, follow us as well. We're going to announce the winner near the end. Okay, so all the formats out of the way. We know what you're here for. This is Poetry Jam. If you haven't been here before, this is a chance for you to come and express yourselves. Poetry Jam, it started off by setting a space up in a business district area, and we've got a similar setting as well. Places where young people don't always hang about, young adults, people that want to express themselves. This is your space. It's unfiltered. So you might hear things that are a bit maybe sensitive or emotional. If you are performing, it'd be great just to give people a trigger warning. We're going to ask people to keep it around the 3-minute mark for poetry. We don't want the whole life story. I know that's a challenge for some people. I know that's a challenge. I know you got your album that you want to drop, but this ain't the place. All right? You might get that hook from me. But we want to respect everybody. We've got a lot of acts here tonight, and I think we've got some space in the halftime just to sign up if you haven't done already. Is that clear? Has everyone understood what's going on? Give me a Is that right? Okay, let's go for the first act. Shumi, do you know who's got first?
I believe we have Sai coming up first. I really hope I pronounce it.
Is that the back?
Oh, I see a little finger. Oh, no. Oh, Shaq.
We got Shaq going first. Okay, can we make some noise for Shaq, please, wherever you are? Okay, we can do a bit better than that. He's giving the... Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going.
I didn't expect to be first, apologies. And I don't usually dress like this, I come from work, so I'll get into it. One links to another, forming a chain. You can call him my brother, we weather the rain. One complements the other, so no need to change. Pass it to a cousin or my mother, starting a flame. We no longer have to suffer. Gone are those days, everybody eats, I believe is the phrase. The word success should have people in it, enough to form a united team, making us prolific so we can be independent, with the reach covering the north, east, south, west, but still centered. Creating healthy cycles, making relationships with rivals, allocating titles in reaching distance of your idols. With each growing and knowing how to play their role and playing it well. And if they fail, the support network will travel to hell and back to get them back from where they had fell. Willing to win, willing to give time and energy towards synergy, like the legs of a centipede, all working together intelligently. Securing the meal to feed every part of me, as every part of me is connected through past and present. The reference of a leech is just a perception. If you feed them right, they can be used as a weapon. The greatest weapon is peace, and I pray each party receives a piece. What is democracy? When it is used as a monopoly, meaning you can be bought if you're not with me. Who's stopping me from lending a hand? Remember, everybody has a choice. We don't have to be opposites, unless you're on the other side paddling, offering a new idea of a metropolis and what its purpose is, making your intentions purposeful. And when you make it, I pray you give back to us all. Everybody eats.
Nah, come on, you can do a bit better than that. Come on. You lots are playing about here. Come on.
He said he wasn't ready to go first, but I felt like that was the way we needed to start. That was sensational.
Sensational. Shaq just said...
You'll be saying that by the end of the night.
He said, you know what, out of office, I've come here to mash. I love that. I appreciate that. Did it in his work clothes and all that. I love that. I love that. One thing that we forgot to mention, actually, so for those who haven't been here or been in this kind of environment before, if you find something deep, this is spoken word, you're going to hear maybe some rap or something different, anything creative. If you find it deep or you're connecting with it, we don't clap that much. We wait for the end for the round of applause. We like to just do some clicks because I don't know who made up that rule. But I like it. I click all the time now. So if you find something deep, if you're connecting with it, if you're vibing with it tonight, let them know. Like clicks just help them. That's the sauce. That's the flavor. All right. Okay. We're ready for our next act. Shumi, tell us who is coming up next.
I shall tell you who's coming up next.
This is how we prepare.
We have Anna next, I believe.
Anna Van Crayon, come up. A legend in the building.
Hi everyone. This is my first time back since before the pandemic. A lot has happened during that time. I've published a book. Thank you. Really proud of it. I did it independently. It was a lot of hard work and a lot of stress, but it's here and I love it. And I've also had a baby, so thank you. So I've created two things that I'm really proud of. And I'm going to plug it, I've got some copies with me, so if you get like a vibe of what I'm doing, come see me and I'll sort you out with a copy. I've been coming Beatfreeks for ages, so a lot of these pieces I've already performed here. And I think I've done this piece before, but I like it and it shows my vibe, so I'm going to go with this piece. It's called Arabic Love. I'm nervous as hell. I seem to have misplaced my face. I miss the place where my face was last seen. The scene you face miscalculates this place, where anxiety always got me ready to leave with strong abilities to execute the excuse for my exit cue. The explanation queue, too long to cut through, the cutthroat conversation, long before the vocal condensation evaporates. Sorry you've missed the opportunity to elaborate. Volcanic eruptions dissipate with my fire escape. I wish I reciprocated what you feel for me. If only it was that fucking easy. The look in your eyes fails to disguise. I see the sea sparkle underneath sun-soaked skies. But colours no blushing between my thighs. Only monochrome vibes of melancholy times shadow tonight's tides. Tsunami sighs destructively overrides foundations once thought to be strong. Oh, how wrong I was to assume I was the boss of the blueprint design for the mind, or the safety regulations for quality correlations between situations and emotions. A conversation disappearing magic trick. But like an old dog, you can't convert me, son. Still dissing my appearance, still appealing for differences, downloading apps to differ this. All whilst trying to insist strength lies within, and beauty isn't just skin deep. Yet the lowdown is weak at the core, a seedless apple to continue no more, but that's not true. I wrote that before the baby. Gravity pulling fruit to the floor. I used to have a strong jawline, now I've drawn a strong line between self-love and false pride. Softly treading along the tightrope, balancing changes and hope for growth. Thank you.
Wow.
Amazing. She said not only a book, but a baby as well.
Make sure you hit up Anna Van Crayon. Anna, give us another wave just in case you forget where you are. We've got some half time, a little bit of a break. Hit her up, and it's nice to see some returning faces. I've seen a few people that have been here from day dot, from when we were back in the cafe off Cornwall Road, like not too far from around there. Good to see some faces and some returning people. We've got the next person. They were featured some stuff online because they couldn't come last month, and I'm so glad they're here tonight. They're looking fresh. She's looking clean. Can we make some noise for Marvy, please? Now, hold up. Come on. And online as well. Come on. Don't play with me.
It's been a long time. I can't believe it. COVID messed everything up for us, isn't it? I'm just going to go straight into it. Got a poem called Clarity. Clarity. I'm looking at what my heart had to see. Silhouettes of my past are passing me so passively. I've got my shadows asking me, what is it that you wanted from your fantasies? And it's weird because I don't have an answer. Because this life is going way too fast for me. There isn't a moment I could say that I've lived happily. I've been caught up in all of this agony always after me, stirring up some kind of shit that affects me and my family. It's like I'm trying to write up a story with a pen that has no ink. Like someone who's lost their voice and they're out here trying to sing. My heart hasn't got it anymore. It's hit an iceberg and it's about to sink. When once upon a time it used to be in sync. And now, today, in this moment, I no longer know why I'm even in this. The poetry used to flow from my mind like streams in dreams with ease and with peace. It would fill up pages with colourful scenes, drawing up pictures with words so creatively themed. It seems I've lost the ability to perceive the perceived in the ways that I could see, write what I was seeing. I used to bring out the world I visualized in my head, give it life with the words I composed in a spread across the lines of an A4 pad that was white and it was dead until I had fed it with whatever was going on in my head. So you could see it too, the realities I'm seeing through. They call me poet, but I just arranged my words differently, constructed my sentences with messages that spoke with decibels without decimals, through 100 crevices. And yeah, maybe sometimes it was instantly, but the rhymes from my mind I would compose into every line. They were of my very essences. And it seems to be in this time, I can't find my words under the tree like where the present is. It seems I underestimate what a blessing is. Thank you very much.
Wow. Aren't you appreciating just like the diversity and just like the variety? No? Is it just me? No? Okay.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Come on. Tell us who's the next.
I believe it's Andy Smith.
Come on down. Hey. And can we just appreciate the outfit as well? We're not playing around here, you know. It's not a joke thing. Okay.
Hello. I'm not sure if that's... Is that okay? Yeah. I've not done this before, so... where are we? Right, okay. Yeah, so life is full of negatives like all the time, and one of the most powerful things that you can do is try and channel them into positives. So I experienced something negative and I'm channeling it into a positive right here. That's not the poem, it's going to stop. Sorry. Okay. You ducked and you dived, got fouled over 100 times. When I heard the news, I wanted to cry. When I saw you holding this shirt, I wanted to rip out my eyes. Why is it that we still get surprised when they jump at the allure of dollar signs? I guess even the most loyal man can be bought for the right price. I therefore renounce all interest in the modern ball-kicking mess. I guess you are a true villain after all, so good luck and well wishes with your evil scheming. Fuck you, Jack Grealish.
What an ending. What an ending.
Jack Grealish, I hope you're watching. I hope you're watching.
Amazing, amazing. So make sure you're still tagging us at Beatfreeks so we can see all of your lovely posts. Mm-hmm. But I believe the next person is Holly D.
Hey! Come on. Come on. Take this back. I've got a question for you because you came in just like you're just casually rolling through. Where are you from? You're not from here, are you?
No, I'm from Southend. So I've come up special for today.
And you didn't tell me you're performing. You just come like you're just coming to watch, but you're performing.
Yeah.
Okay.
The pressure.
Well, I don't know what I'm doing here now. I just needed to ask because I felt like you deceived me. But you know. Make some noise.
Hi. Can you all hear me okay? I lost my voice this week, so I'm a bit husky. So I'm just going to go with it. This piece is called Glue. When people ask, who are you, who? Well, I say, call me Glue, that's who. I'm the friend, sister, daughter, but you ought to call me Glue, because I'm the go-to. I'm the one that holds shit together. It could be yours, theirs, my mum who lives upstairs, and I'm proud to say I can hold together my own shit. Well, for a bit. You see, I have this game face. Some call it emotional armour. I think it's karma, the way certain things stick to me, like sadness and drama. My friends will tell you that I'm that listening ear in a gale force wind. I'll keep you safe in a storm, but I will tell you if your behaviour is not the norm. But I promise to hold that umbrella for you until it stops raining, because it always does. And I know you can't predict when it will start again, so until then, I help you glue back together those pieces that were broken. It's only a token. I can't promise it will hold like super glue, but it will hold for now if you want it to. Everyone's glue grows tacky and weak if it's left out in the rain, but too long there'll be cracks of pain. You lose your form in the storm, pieces get torn, but when your edges start to pull apart, you come to me because I can turn trauma into art. I've got glue and glitter for that part. I often feel like this weather forecaster because I can predict a disaster, but my weatherproof protection, it's not a long-term solution, only you can stop your exposure to the pollution. And it's not an ideal proposition, but glue can require some adult supervision. There's no shame. If it were me, I really hope you do the same. So this brings me back to glue because I'm always the go-to. Invisible, reliable, undeniable strength, glue. Just as hospitals use glue to seal up wounds, I'll seal that tear on your cheek with a kiss. I'll wrap my arms around you in fragile tape and help you hold it together, even though I know when I leave, you're going to go straight back out into that weather, and I have to tell myself your hurricane can't last forever. But it hurts watching. So to all you out there who care and identify as glue, I salute you, whichever side of that forecast you stick to, because many of us were actually hiding behind our lipstick, sticking a smile on our face with a prick stick, feeling if you sound just short of a picnic, your family at home are taking the wick, your boss at work is acting a prick, you're following social media, it's making you sick, but we need to share our glue with each other, that's the trick. I just hope this message will stick. Because everything runs out, even glue. But just because your edges have started to peel away, that's not to say everything you've achieved up to now isn't okay. You just need a reapplication, be it a weekend vacation, hot chocolate in a mug, or your best friend's hug. But remember this, whether you're feeling sad, ill, or you simply want to chill, you come to me for your refill. Thank you.
That made me feel all warm inside.
You know when it's that good, you vex. Like, you know when you're just actually annoyed?
Yeah.
That's how good it was. I feel like we should have, like, that needs a wheel up, you know. That's one of those ones where you're like, yes, come back again. If you want to watch it again, luckily we are live streaming and it is being recorded. So check us out on YouTube because that is the first thing that I'm going to do. There's been too many good acts to recall. Okay, we want to keep it moving. And I was just trying to see if we had some spaces on the sign-up sheet. We're actually full, but I'm going to see if we can make a way just to squeeze one or two. I see some faces that haven't signed up, so I might make a way for them. Okay, we are going to move on very swiftly. This person is a regular at Poetry Jam. They are somewhat of a Poetry Jam legend here. Always just very bubbly, and just, you know what, I'm going to let them do the talking. Can we make some noise for Mickey Angel, please?
You made me blush. You honestly did, Tom. I was expecting that. Right, poetry, fuck. Hi, everyone. Sorry, my mind is literally mush because of, like, literally everyone's poetry that was on earlier and, like, the fact that I got called a Poetry Jam legend. I made it, Mom. She's probably watching this later, but never mind. Okay. I can't see without the glasses. Sorry. There we go. Okay, so the poem that I've got in mind for tonight. I was actually really thinking about what poem to go for, because I do have a good few poems I was thinking of, but they're unfortunately on my tablet, and my tablet is known for being a bit buggy. That I would want to have on my phone, but it's recording the whole thing, so yeah, there's that. So, yeah. So this one I actually made on the Homegrown 31 Poetry Workshop that was actually on yesterday. I only said it because I actually have two friends in the room right now who are actually part of that workshop. You know who you are, Elliot and Brad. Oh, sorry. Okay. So this is a trigger warning for this one. It's related to negative mental health, suicide, and death. Just a heads up. This is called, This Is What Happened, This Is What Happened the day after the Suave Angel died. It started off like any other day. I woke up, went to my phone, used the toilet, and had breakfast. But I got reminded shortly after of the straw that not only broke the camel or angel's back, but crushed their spirit too. Announcing their farewells to the family of poets and creators and vowing to never return again. Gotta turn the page. Not out of anger, but of both sadness and acceptance. Because they can't go down this route anymore, especially if they can't trust anyone or even themselves. Nor make stuff that makes them happy in the past, but not anymore, with the battles they go through daily, with them making the person exhausted beyond human limitations. And never trusting themselves to tell anyone of fear, instead let it all, instead wait till it smothers them and they never wake up again. No matter what anyone says, this will always be the right thing to do. Because they thought they had it all, but in truth, they had nothing. no one as well. Now here I stand, with a burning bin to dispose of all the evidence so no one will ever see them again. Because as of December the 31st, 2021, the name, Mickey the Suave Angel, is dead. Adieu.
Now, come on. You know. Put some respect, man.
So good.
Let's keep things moving. Let's keep moving.
We want to get everyone in.
Yep.
So I believe the next person is Samuel Taylor.
Come on. Make some noise.
All right. Hello, everybody. I'm fairly new to all of this. I've never read a poem in front of anyone, so bear with me. Okay, my poem is about identity, and I think a lot of us have struggled with it, so I guess I'd just share it, so, okay. Identity theft, accused by all sides. Ebony is never me, I stand, a weathered shade of ivory. 6 foot male, IC3, undeserving of his dignity. Tokenized, fetishized, translucent are my neighbor's eyes. My heritage commodified, they modified what we defined. Integrate and you'll be lauded. Shun your roots to be applauded. Melanated and proud, is that allowed? While all you hear is black and loud. October is a relief for many, the month we finally get a penny for our thoughts already assumed. Identity to be consumed. Identity theft, or at least theft of what is left. Thank you.
What a debut.
Wow. One of the things that I love about Poetry Jam is that it can always just feel new, whether you've been here for like a long time and you bring in your newest piece, but those magic moments where it's my first time I've ever performed for anybody, this is my first ever written poem. These are the moments, and it's so good. If you're watching online, it's great that you're catching it, but when you're in the room, you just catch that kind of you catch a bit of the nerve, you catch the rawness, just the heart in it as well. It's good, right?
Amazing.
Oh, I thought it was just me, Amazing. Okay, so the next person that we've got, I can't remember who it is.
I'll have a look.
I think it's Bradley.
I believe, yes, Bradley Blue.
Bradley. Where are we looking for? Where are we? Right at the back, come on. He's got the artist vibe, isn't he? He looks like a serious artist. Can we just make a round of applause for this suit? Because the corduroy.
Hello. I was so nervous to come here. My first ever time, but I count my own. It's just been so lovely as soon as I walked in the door, so thank you. This is called The First Time I Laid a Man to Rest. It was messy. Our sweat was holy water. Our lips sailed to new continents. Those islands between our breaths were all perfect to be stranded on. But we had places to be. We were to rename our boats in the middle of the sea. I remember thinking, I shouldn't be thinking right now, of homophobic family members, but I am. And then I cheered, which he took as a gift home with him and pulls out of his drawer every now and then, or so he tells me. Anyway, afterwards, we realized the men we thought we'd be when this finally happened had died, but were not mourned, for in their place, fleeing from island to island, from breath to breath, were 2 butterflies burst from a single cocoon. And for once, my heart palpitations felt wanted. For once, my body felt wanted. For once, I was wanting this life, this messy life, to carry on, to sail, to cheer, to burst. Thank you.
Amazing.
Bradley, whenever you're dropping that clothing range, just let me know, because boy. Okay, we have one more performance just before we go into a short break, and we're going to let you know some details about going to the bar and just a few things as well. So we've got one more. Can we make some noise, please, for Sensei J? Come on.
One, two, 1, 2. Can everyone hear me? Okay, so it's been a minute since I've come to Beatfreeks. Last time I performed was 2019, but the piece I'm going to perform is called View, and I did a recording on it on my YouTube, but this is something of a live performance. Okay. I choose to view life in a different viewpoint. I needed to rub my eyes just like I'm waking up for the first time. Needed my vision to be crystal clear, far from 2020. That was a dark time. The devil was out to get me like a beast trying to make its mark. But the Lord is my cord. He helped me forge a silver bullet to scare the enemy. That's a major score. Victory through God. I can't be on the blind side. I'm trying to be on the right side. I'm trying to sit by the late side, just deep in my life, being called a wise guy. I stay away from guys that lie, same guys in that play alive. Had to say bye-bye to that double life. It's rightfully the best way, because I'm trying to stay in the light. Sometimes I look to the night sky, starry-eyed, I call out a prayer. I pray for change, and I don't want to be changed. It's all about being unchained. And I pray to my Heavenly Father that He can help me create those keys. I'm trying to open more doors to see more sceneries. View.
Live performances and all that, come on. Come on. Okay, well, who's happy with what's been going on so far? Make some noise.
It's been the best first experience of Poetry Jam.
Yeah. Who's ready for more? Well, you're going to have to wait. You're going to have to wait a little bit, so we're going to teach you some patience. But before we do that, just a few things that we want to announce. So the first thing, we said at the start, make sure you're following us at Beatfreeks on our social media channels. We've got Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. But if you tag us on Instagram, we're going to pick a lucky winner, and you will have a chance to receive a £20 Just Eat voucher. Come on, Nando's. Or anything else, but Nando's. Make sure you do that. We've got another thing, actually. It's really, really important. So, Shuma, you know this already, but what we do, we don't get to put on for free. Money comes from somewhere. B Music has hosted this really graciously. But for us to put this on and make this possible, we get funding from Arts Council. And one of the things that we need to do to evidence and keep going, we want to show to them that, hey, we've got a diverse population that come in here. We don't just get the same people that take up the opportunities. Have a quick look around the room, just so you're aware that we're not playing. Yeah, we do this to make sure that you get this opportunity. So what we're going to ask you to do, I've got my amazing colleague, Ruth, here. I mean, come on, the outfit's quite cool. Can we make some noise for Ruth as well? Woo! Amazing. So this is probably the bit that is not the most fun thing, but it helps us keep this going. So we're going to ask if, during the break, Ruth's going to approach you. So make sure that you're about, because she will just she'll let you know. But if you could fill out this form, it's a few tick boxes. It won't take too long. And then just leave it either on your tables or hand it back to one of us. We're going to come back. Let's come back at 10 to. So you've got 10 minutes. The bar's open if you want to pop to Lou, chat to us. If you did want to sign up, maybe just come up to myself or Ruth as well, and we can see if we can squeeze you in. That being said, enjoy your break. See you back at 10 to 8. What's been give us some highlights so far. I know everybody's really good, but it's nice to tell us what's it stand out.
Everyone has been sensational. I don't want to I feel like names kind of come in and come out.
Okay.
But if people don't think it's too rude to point, I've already come and spoke to the lovely lady in the middle. Give us away. Beautiful poem. Beautiful poem. I thought that was so much fun. Obviously, you have the lovely Sensei.
Yeah.
He just
That's Holly as well.
Broke us into our amazing break.
Yeah.
The legend. Everyone.
You're going to have to speak to them after this and get their names, you know,
I'm
because,
just
boy.
gonna have to, literally.
Okay, well, thank you so much just for sticking with us. And we've got a jam-packed, I have been a bit generous today. Like, I'm trying to squeeze everybody in. So we're going to do a little bit less talking after this bit. If you haven't filled out your forms yet, please do, and we'll collect them afterwards. And yeah, keep following us and tagging us at Beatfreeks. Who's ready for some more? Make some noise. If you're watching that online, that was rubbish. I'm just going to let you know from now. And I'm not even going to ask you to do it again. Okay. Next up, we have the amazing stand-up comedian, comic. He might present something else, I don't know, but this is Menashe. Can we make some noise? No, I hope you don't talk about me, because don't talk about me.
Don't worry, I won't talk about you. I got you, sorry. Poetry Jam, how you guys doing? You guys okay? I'm nervous. And to the homies watching back home, I love you guys. Support me. Yeah, so I'm going to try and make you guys laugh for a bit, man. How you guys doing? Everyone okay, though? All right, so basically, yeah, on my way here, I was in the taxi, obviously talking to the taxi driver, Pakistani man. I loved him to death. And he was like, hello, son. How are you doing? You okay? And I said to him, yes, I'm good, son. I'm good, uncle. And he said to me, where are you going? And I said to him, I'm going to Symphony Hall. I'm going to perform comedy. Okay. So you're a comedian? And I said, I'm trying to be. So we had a long conversation, got here, and obviously the main thing that we spoke about was the whole petrol situation that happened. And I'm sure a lot of the drivers in there, I feel sorry for you for what happened, right? I was with my uncle, and we were at a petrol station. Now, I'm African. I'm from Zimbabwe. So my family are very dramatic, okay? So me and my uncle, we pull up to the station, and there's a guy filling up the tank. And my uncle's like, how long is he going to take? He's going to be like an hour. What is he filling, a liter? And I said, Uncle, obviously he's just filling up his car. So my uncle pulls up the window, and he goes, excuse me, sir, how long are you going to take? Because I've got somewhere to go. And he goes, hello, mate, listen, let me tell you something, right? Just filling up the car right now, mate. All right, just give me a minute, all right? As you know, there's a whole crisis. He said, let me tell you something, mate. I'm from Africa. There's a whole crisis anyways. I want my petrol now. And I said, Uncle, calm down. My cousin was in the back, and he's a roadman. So he said, hey, yo, cuz, I might have to dip, man, quick. No. I said, chill. It's not that. Let's not go there. But obviously, another thing that also happened recently as well that we all know, social media was down, remember? A couple of days ago, a lot of people here were panicking and stuff like that. Instagram was down, Snapchat was down, WhatsApp was down as well, so African and Asian aunties were panicking. Because my mom, she just sends anything on there, you know, she loves WhatsApp. Just when you see someone's online, I love it. So, obviously, it made a lot of people feel like, damn, we're just going to be bored. So when I'm bored, I just watch YouTube or I chill or whatever. My homie, he was panicking because all he does is Instagram. So I called him and I was just like, what's up, bro? How you doing? He said, fam, Instagram is down because I don't even know what to do. And I said to him, bro, just go on YouTube or something. 10 minutes later, I called him to check on him. Do you know what this guy's doing? He's on Indeed applying for jobs. Now, hold on, before I get cancelled. There's nothing wrong with Indeed. I've used it. A couple of all of us have used it. The problem is he has a job. So what are you doing on Indeed? And he was applying for jobs that he's not even qualified for, like dinner lady, assistant at a haunted house. We're Muslims. We don't believe in spirits. And then a daycare center. Now, don't get me wrong. Taking care of kids is cool. But you can't take care of kids when you can barely take care of his little sister. He threw a bottle at her the other day. You know what I mean? So you can't do that. You know what I mean? And guys, I need some sympathy right now, though, not going to lie. Kind of went through a heartbreak still. You know what I'm saying? I need the oohs and ahs. I thought she was the one, you know. I thought she was the one. She was everything I wanted. She was beautiful, you know. 5'3", nice. I was visioning me and her being married and everything. Until I found out her profession. She works for the police, guys. And don't get me wrong, full disclosure. As a black person, I don't hate the police, but there ain't no damn way I'm marrying one. It couldn't go well. Like, I couldn't marry a policewoman because once we're married, stop and search by my own wife outside? That can't go down. Excuse me, sir, could you just check what's in your pocket? Honey, it's the phone you got me! could we check what's in your bag as well? No, it's the lunch you made me this morning. It just couldn't work out, you know what I mean? And the thing is, with black people, I've been honest, we have to be careful who we marry, especially black women. Like, for example, like, I've got like an auntie, she's in America, she's proper ghetto though. She's like, hey boo, what's up, how you doing? What's up, hey yo, how you doing? I could tell she couldn't marry like someone who works in the fire brigade because it wouldn't work out. Like, for example, let's say the house was burning, everything was crashing. She'd save her kids and she'd look back and be like, nah, boo, I ain't saving you. You did your thing, you know, being a fireman, so you can take care of your damn self. Save your damn self, you know? And those are the type of things that happen. So, you know, but Poetry Jam, I hope I made you guys laugh. That's my short amount of time. And if I didn't, I'm sorry. Thank you, guys.
A fellow Zimbabwean.
You know what, yeah? I've got time for Menashe. I've got so much time for Menashe. He makes me laugh. And I'm always a little on edge as well, just thinking, yo, is he gonna... Okay, it's cool.
Also,
I do love it.
It's really funny to remember how, like, universal WhatsApp is for the aunties and the mums. Like, my mum sends me some stuff on there, and she thought she cured COVID. She was saying, you just need to smell some garlic and you'll be fine. I was like,
Come on.
definitely. So next up we have Sai.
Is he ready? Is he going to the toilet? Is he He's coming? Can we make some noise? He's like, allow me, man, allow me. Come on. Oh, allow me, guys.
Nice, all right, man. Can we make some noise for the jacket, though?
How's everyone doing? Everyone can hear me at the back? Yeah? Oh, okay, cool. So I'll just go dive in straight into the poem. It's called Time Reflects. Hopefully you guys like it, yeah? As time goes on, our life stops and reflects. Targets don't come easy, but we have ourselves to blame. Being presumptuous and naive, while we regret time and time again, when are we gonna learn? The clocks start ticking slowly. They don't know our time of day, what plans we have, or events we may have, but we have no time until we have no time left. While life resumes, time reflects. We set up our goals to accomplish while we doubt, and when we struggle, but we keep going. We fly away while time awaits. When the sun rises, I take a deep breath, I sit and I wonder, what shall I do today? I get up and go on with my day in Birmingham. As a young man in Birmingham, black, cultured, a guy who will do whatever it takes to make it. As a young black man living with racism, discrimination, time reflects. Where is my hope of success? Blurred goals, blurred dreams, everything just fades. Why does this world have to be like this? Why can't we all just get along? Our worlds collide. We sometimes wonder what a man thinks and what a man must do. Thinking about the future with my hands tied as we have judges deciding our fate and the way we live, the way we should eat, the way we breathe. When will it stop? All the judgment weighs on my shoulder while I sit here and write my next step. I'm getting less and less patient, hoping God forgives me for every sin. While my lifespan feels short, I ain't here to make mistakes. Life is short. We know this. Pick yourself up. Life ain't easy. We must be strong, powerful, inspiring, confident humans. As time continues, we move on from the past. We elevate and rise. Our voices will reach the streets, the world, because that's what we all have left. Our voice, our legacy.
Simon, that was some deep stuff, man. I got me reflecting on life and everything in that one. Thank you so much. We're going to keep it flowing. We have Amalia Are you ready? Seeing bare gritty teeth, you know, you better bring it now. Can we make some noise? Come on.
Hi guys, thank you. What an amazing night. How are you doing? Good. As you can probably hear from my accent, I'm not from Birmingham, but I just moved here. It's my first performance since the pandemic opened up ever again, like after that. And it's my first ever time performing in Birmingham, so. I'm gonna do trigger warning. I don't think it is a trigger warning, but capitalism and racism. This is the poem. This is one of my classics. So if you like what you hear, just come and chat to me. You know? That's fine. I am my father's child. I am made up of adventure and independence. And my femininity is a capsule interlinking me into esoteric dimensions. I overstand, so I stand into my soul more. And in the last few years, I learned that mental health, it is genetic, integrated from the social situations to which I was born. And there are effects like losing my grandmother to dementia, and that I mourn. The effects like when my father left, when he upped and left, there's no coincidence that we ended up in similar situations. We were both homeless, yes. Universe, I'm grateful for receiving all that I need, because my father's actions, they filled me with the spirit of love and not the spirit of greed. And grandma, my father's mother's life, guys, it was a whirlwind. And I am the change that I want to see in my generation. I let that ego in the bin. I write my experiences on paper, never chasing the bank-made stuff, because like Erica said, yes, time's a wasting, yet time's a waster. And in my dreams, I elevate to dimensions to where I am a queen. I quit smoking trees because of the fight and flight and freeze. I let it go like Anna, never an ice queen, but ice caps are melting, so I eat plant-based ice cream. Because my soul has seen mad things. Once the Prince of Egypt, you're no Egypt. Remember, you're not an N-word. The masters used to call you that to make you feel shit. And did it hurt getting hit as a kid? As our parents would do justice. But justice, because generationally, we knew no better than a whip. But still, you get off your shift at 6 where you've been whipping up milkshakes for the cool kids. Starbucks, but you can't afford a whip. Cruising, that's the next line. Boys in the hood, cruising down the street in your 4-6, I mean G4-6 plus £2. Your soul is now sold to the capitalist. Well, let me tell you this. I'm quick. I'm drawing a vision board. See, I adore the life that I see in my thoughts. But now, guys, they're charging us to part seeds, like PCR test and that. They're charging us to part seeds. So I plant seeds. And now they're asking me, can you make me a cup of tea? No. There's no place in hospitality for this queen. Be happy. The empire of Kemet, the alchemist, is where I am birthed from. I thank you, Michael Jackson, for the Earth song. Listen to this when you get home. But please, do not slave over a society that will try to replace your race. Make no mistakes. We're happy to contemplate, but do we ever stop to really face that black men are 26% more likely to be remanded in custody? I just want an apology from our queen, Elizabeth. Where are you hiding black history that the rest of the world took away? I am a hyper-visible black woman, so don't call me angry, because spreading knowledge was never my plan B. I just do this for my family. We'll be living life fine and dandy. Because in many ways, I am very blessed. I work smart, not hard. Let me know what show's coming up next. Less complaining, more doing my best. Because see, I just shoot my shot and I hit the net. Well, let me interject. Because the internet is an intermess. But when you're meditating, you can feel that karma lift. Because up in the middle of the year, like last year, 2020, I felt the visions shift. I decoded the corrupted system. I just wish that the kids would listen. I wish that my grandmother wasn't here missing this moment on stage where I choose love and not fear. It's not fair, but my DNA needs fixing. And like Miguel's song, I am a vixen, I am never a victim. I am just disappointed in our system because our history is missing. And quote, she is her father's child, making a positive change to manifest positive health. So my message to you is love your mental self and take care of your mental health. Love.
Tom physically couldn't restrain himself at the back of that. He just literally kept letting out.
You know what it is? I was saying behind this backstage, whoever that is, I was just like, I've been in church too long, you know, because I'm just feeling it, and I'm just like, come on.
Takes over.
Yeah. You know, you just got to let them know. You're not playing games, you know. You're not ramping. Can we just say, jeez, if you felt that one? Come on. Are you enjoying that tonight? Are you feeling it? Yeah. It's a mad one tonight. It's a mad one. Tell us who's next.
We have Destiny O'Day.
Come on. And check out the swag as well.
It's the drip for me.
It's the drip for you.
It's the drip
It's the drip for me. Sorry. Wow.
Hello, everyone. My name is Destiny O'Day. The piece I'll be performing tonight is called Missing You. This is not a story about love. It's a poem about someone I love, but it's not a poem about love. Because love isn't meant to hurt, right? Love is meant to be for life, right? Maybe a year, maybe 2. Love isn't meant to disappear overnight like the moon. This is still not a poem about love. If it were, we'll talk about how love makes us dissolve ourselves, and then we'll talk about trust and how we thrust it onto people that we really shouldn't trust. Okay, now let's talk about love. Love isn't meant to leave us, but love left me. Now I'm tired of love, and I'm tired of breakups. I'm tired of these fuck-ups. I'm tired of loving people who don't love me back. I'm tired of pretending like it doesn't give me mini heart attacks. I'm tired of R&B. Those bloody songs make me think about you and me. I'm tired of rap songs because I'm tired of being strong. I'm tired of appearing tough in your eyes. I'm tired of eating jollof rice. That was your favorite meal. I'm tired of acting like you weren't a big deal. I'm tired of sending take care, have a nice life text messages. I'm tired of scrolling down my Snapchat memories. I'm tired of seeing this day 1 year ago. I'm tired of this pride I carry and your big ego. I'm tired of traffic because I have no patience left. That's kind of ironic because I've been going slow since the day you left. I'm tired of the letters X and Y because your name starts with a Z. I get so vexed I don't know why when I see someone else next to you that's not me. Get it? X, Y, Z, C. I'm tired of lying to my friends that I wasn't really in love with you. I'm tired of the lies they tell in romantic films. They keep making me see you in my dreams. I'm tired of not being alone but feeling lonely. I'm tired of staring at my phone hoping one day you call me. I'm tired of everyone asking if I'm fine. I'm not fine. I'm tired of pretending like I'm not sad all the time. I'm tired of parties. I'm tired of clubs. I'm tired of art galleries and all these retail shops. Nothing feels the same without you here with me. That's why it's so hard to watch you claim someone else so openly.
Okay, Shimi, you feeling good?
I'm feeling wonderful. Feeling wonderful.
Are you feeling a little bit sleepy though?
I am feeling a little bit, but I'm naturally a sleepy person.
Okay, well, hopefully you're going to get woken up by this next performer.
Yes.
We've got Slink in the house. Can we make some noise? Can we make some noise? Yeah, he ain't playing.
What's going on, people? I was going to do a song called Boring, but with the whole type of poetry that's been done tonight, I thought I'd do an a cappella version of one of my songs called Mother's Love off my EP, Toy Stories. Link there. So it goes, my mother couldn't have kids, but I was heaven sent. When I was born, she felt in her element. A small Heath resident, gotta represent, and touch on the time when she worked at Severn Trent. In the 70s, there was racism. In a workplace, it felt like a day prison. But managers loved my mum, her ray glistened, a hard-working woman with praise given. A secretary in the typing pool, her colleagues got jealous, igniting fuel. Solihull women thought white was cool. She couldn't knock 'em out like she'd fight in school. Because on her playground, Mum was the baddest. But on my playground, Mum was the maddest. Started hearing voices and that was the saddest. Lost the sanity through jealousy and Sabbath. I've learned taking L's, how to hardly regret, but I got times of me and Auntie Yvette looking after me as a kid, yeah, she did it. Now I want to turn my life around, pivot. Mum was locked up, yeah, I remember, seeing her in hospital, cold like December. Got off a section, tried to be my mentor for the alphabet, I'll always defend her. Not a pretender, but are you ready, rappers, for a kid who felt angst, like MD Debbie Mathers, who grew with the wolves, snakes, heavy trappers, a life that was like, who cares, it steady matters? I just thought, ready hear me bitching. Mum was throwing plates and swearing in the kitchen. Psychotic, you have a scary vision. I put it on beats for those that barely listen. Home was an uncomfortable place. Mum was self-harming, punch in the face. She couldn't cook sometimes, learnt to disgrace, had a telephone book to function in case I had to phone my dad to come home from work. The receptionist told him he went berserk. He couldn't do nothing. I felt his hurt. And Saturdays we'd pray as we go to church. But Mum's still sick. It's all on my shoulders. But I don't feel bitter. But life is the coldest. My story's different to man with revolvers. But I'm still ghetto, one of the oldest. In the memories of youngers, yes. To deal with the stress, be one of the best. My mum taught me that nothing more, nothing less. 81 Monica, the song that I dress. Thank you.
Love that, Snake. Thank you so much. And if you want to check out any of the artists, follow us at Beatfreeks. We're tagging them in our posts. Make sure you're tagging at Beatfreeks as well. We're going to announce the winner at the end of the night. We're going to move to the next one. Who we got next?
I believe we have G-Man next.
Come on.
What's going on, people? Everyone all right? All right, man. So my first time performing in Birmingham. So Karen invited me, so I thought I'd just try it out, see what's going on. So usually at weddings, I love to give speeches, man. I love giving speeches. I'm that guy who doesn't shut up. But every time I give a speech about love, I always start with the same opening line. So I always start with, I don't know if any of you guys are Christian here, but Corinthians 13, love is kind, love is patient, all of that. So my wife goes to me, listen, can you do something new, please? So I was like, okay, cool, let me try something new. So two of my best friends got married last month, so I wrote this for them. What is love? Love is doing the dishes. Love is taking the bins out. Love is remembering to put the toilet seat down. And yet, it's about a little bit more. Love is celebrating the achievement of your partner as your very own. Love is never forgetting to make your partner smile. Love is thinking of your mother-in-law as your mother. Love is yearning to come home, sit down, and unpack the day together. It is to be ready for difficulty, for challenges, standing boldly, staying steadfast, not allowing the winds of the world to turn you. Love is a feeling, an indescribably numinous feeling. We try, with words, to give it precision, clarity, form, but its edges uncontrollably glitter, with depth, with colour, with power, revealing a path for all those who journey to its edge. Your hands touch this edge, leaving an indelible mark. Beside your hand is the hand of your beloved. Gently they come together. A tentative touch, transforming into a courageous embrace, firmly interlocked, both hands together forever. To love is a divine gift, a responsibility like no other, the roots from which many flowers spring, the most fulfilling of all emotions. It is to be selfless. It is to be perceptive. It is to be compassionate. To be in love is intoxicating, an altruistic vice. When the thoughts empty from your mind, when the breeze leaves you in the stillness, know that the love between the two of you is always there. Like the morning sun, it rises every day, scattering away all the darkness, creating respect and forming happiness. To have loved is a privilege, a journey. Few have ventured in earnest to its summit and are able to look back at every step and misstep in appreciation. Because to love is to continue the essence of living, to find purpose in another, and share that journey with them. Thank you.
Amazing. Lovers doing the dishes. This is true. Next up, we have Lamar.
Lamar in the building. Okay. With the balance. Siaga. Okay.
Hello, everyone. I'm just going to do something that I wrote. Haven't really performed this in front of anyone before. But yeah, hope you guys like it. I don't love you for your best bits. I don't love you because your smile is so infectious. I love you for your scars and every cut that you've neglected, because imperfection doesn't mean that you're rejected. Hating your reflection, but what is perfect anyway? Come most days we can be our worst enemies. See, I just want to love you in every way, because if you lose your way, you could never lose memories. Always and forever be my rib. Every time I'm thanking God, I got your name upon my lips. And now trying to stress you, don't want to make you nervous. Because looking in your eyes, I can see what my worth is. And I could promise you the world, but that's a cliche. I just wrote a new chapter and your name is in each page. Perfectly imperfect in each way I've met Miss Right. Now there could never be a mistake. Perfectly imperfect. Never let their values dictate what your worth is. Because what's for you, don't worry, you deserve it. Because the image in the frame isn't always your purpose. Perfectly imperfect. Thank you.
Got some just beautifully written. This final half of the night is just a love letter. It's really great. Yeah, man. Okay, next up we have Maureen. Come on.
Thank you for lowering the mic. Yeah, I just wanted to say it's a great privilege to be here. I feel quite emotional. And I tell you why. It's because I'm looking at some seriously awesome, beautiful people who have words to give and to heal people. Do you know how powerful you are? I don't think you do. It's awesome. I am blessed to be here in front of you all. I just want to say a shout out to my nephew and my son. Gone off now. I just found it and it's gone off. Bear with me a minute, please. Seems like I've got to start it all over again. Oh, now I'm nervous. I can't even get into it. Okay. All right, I'm here. Okay, this is a poem I've written. I'm writing a book, so I'm trying to get it published as well. And this is called Lest We Forget. And it's about what happened with George Floyd. Okay. George Floyd, a man whose only crime was being black, and for the negative attention his hue would attract, was deemed as a felon when he left a store, innocent and nonchalant of the target he bore. Tackled by police, restrained face down at a roadside in Minnesota, his own hometown. One held legs, one on back, then there was a third, who callously acted as if his humanity was blurred. The fourth faced the crowd, no conscience to even check, as a third cop, hand in pocket, kept his knee in Floyd's neck. I can't breathe, is the wail that saturated the air. As more pressure applied, the cops didn't care. I can't breathe. The stifled pants resounded as this poor man laid powerless and dumbfounded. What had he done to deserve this? All were perplexed as the third cop gazed out, still with knee in Floyd's neck. Shocked bystanders pleaded for a black life that day. They begged and hoped that their pleas carried some sway. With Floyd's breathless cries for his mom, over 8 minutes lapsed, till Floyd stopped moving and even his bladder relaxed. A sight and sound carved hauntingly in one's mind, of the present punctuated by a dark past thought left behind. Such a heinous crime, no force for good should enact, caused a global outcry and showed a world seriously cracked. George Floyd died, and to some his life did not matter. Read the flippant jibes and the careless idle chatter. Note mouths whose words didn't mince or flatter, and blood-drained faces with eyelids that didn't batter. Lest we forget, let us never dare to go back to a time where all lives matter except those who are black.
Wow. Maureen, I can't just call you by your government name. I have to call you Auntie Maureen, you know. It's big people. I can't be calling big people by their name, you know. Come on. Come on. Wow. Yeah. Drop that book, please. Okay, we have 4 more performances for tonight, and we're also going to announce who is the lucky winner of the £20 Just Eat voucher. And if they want to donate it to me, it's Nando's. Okay, we're going to keep going, and we have next Jay. Jay in the building. They cut. Okay, we move. Okay.
So next up, we have Mia.
I'm excited for Mia.
I love the shirt.
And the drip as well. Can we just like...
Hello. This is my first time back post-pandemic, so I'm a bit nervous, so if my phone's like shaking, like just ignore it. I've written a lot of shorts and I've put them together, so it's kind of like a bit chop and change, but they're all meaningful for what they are. So this first one is called Fall from Grace. She found her heaven on earth in him. Who doesn't want to be taken closer to heaven? He lifts her higher and higher off the ground and into the beautiful sky he created. People on ground become smaller. All that keeps her up there is his grip of her. He is her heaven for all she can see up there. But darling, your heaven isn't real. He is just pulling you away as far as he can keep holding you, and it is quite a drop from that height. The fall will be painful. Now, the second 2 are for my friend Will, and at the moment he's having a really rough time, so I think we should give him a round of applause and encourage him to stay alive. He needs the love, and I want him to feel appreciated, and I don't think he's ever felt that, so I hope that he really likes these poems. I want to be able to say I love you by the end of the year, to have the moment where it slots and I feel it. I just know. I cannot describe how I know we are connected, and I do not pretend to know what he goes through, but it is sad he doesn't know. I feel the tiredness too. I overthink and overanalyze the same people when we share a couch together. He could know we think the same. I can imagine the smile on his face, his relief, if only he would ask. He locks himself away with the pain of believing he is truly alone. Only his mind is this wicked and sick. But I have locked myself away in my room too, just like him, believing only my mind is this wicked and sick. We sit in the same heavy room, only a staircase away. I think of him as we mirror each other and pray that somehow he will realize he is never truly alone. And the last couple are for my friend Karis, she's going to Spain for her placement year, and I'm excited for her to grow and for us to, I fucking love her. She's just fucking amazing. So These are the poems I wrote about Keris, and this is my gift for her going away. In another universe, she is painting my nails calmly and attentively, and this is not the first time I have felt poetically cared for. She walks into the room and flowers begin to grow from the walls. Her skin glows as her laugh fills your lungs. She looks at you in wonder, with eyes bright, dancing irises, and a waterfall of hair. She hears you, taking in the details of your voice. A half smile becomes a full smile as she listens and watches you light up as you speak. She may weep golden tears, but her vulnerability is beautiful. Her strength is grace. How she holds herself is powerful, for she is a woman, she is a woman. Caressing hands, brown tones of masculinity, combing my river of hair with his fingers, manicured tips and caressings of black curls. Womanhood and manhood coming together, braiding hair and mane, life in hands. In nurture we trust, he for I and I for he. But then, a pillowed palm, soft skin and the woman's touch, fingers in a floral breeze, femininity and growth. And then I see the smile, a blessed flood of light, all that could lift and all I can see, she for I and I for she. Thank you very much. As well, so during the pandemic, I've started my own activism movement. It's called the Empathy Movement. You can find it on Instagram. It's built on the principles of compassion, empathy, and respect for one another. So if you find yourself feeling that you want more kindness from other people, it's activism that is driven by that. And I would really encourage everyone to join and follow my page. So thank you very much.
Wow. Can you feel the energy in this room? Can you just feel that there's just something going around? It's not COVID, but it's there's some love, there's some energy, there's creativity going on. We've got 2 more performances. And you know what, just before we do that, I thought it'd be good to announce the winner, because I know some of you thinking I'm hungry now and I need to just find out if I need to spend money or not. Okay, so can we have a little drum roll, please? Let me double check. And the winner is Mickey. Can we make some noise? Come and speak to us, or maybe afterwards, and we'll let you know how you can get your details. Get your voucher to you. Right. You can't come and claim it right now. You're going to do it afterwards. But we move. But well done. Okay, I'm going to bring Rihanna to the stage. Can we make some noise for Rihanna? She's coming all the way from the back. Legend in the building. Now, as you're coming down, you came to me and you said, Tom, I need to perform this because it's your birthday very soon. Your birthday tomorrow. Okay.
Wait, before I start, I need to take one more snap as a 17-year-old. So, okay. So this poem is called Imagine If Imagination Wasn't So Imaginary. It's part 2. You can find out the other half, if you're interested, on my Instagram. But what if birds walked? What if pigs could fly? What if someone else's smile was the only time we could smile? How often would you actually smile? What if kindness had a price? How much money would you have to your name? What if the amount of charity you gave determined how healthy you was or could be? Would you even be wealthy? What if DNA did not actually define you but someone else? Who would you be? What if your aspirations were only the dreams that you dream? What if they were your nightmares? How much would you actually achieve? Would you even succeed? What if your imagination was your reality? What if imagination wasn't so imaginary? What if it came alive? Would you survive your thoughts outside your head? What if you actually lived inside your head? How much would you actually live? When will you actually live? When will heartbreak be something small enough for us to forgive? When will people learn to give and not receive? When will people believe that sadness is temporary but happiness is a lifetime? When will lifelines become people? When will to be understanding be understood? When will people comprehend that putting yourself first doesn't make you selfish? Why does being hurt make you stronger? Why do people take aggression as everything else other than screaming for help? Why is asking for help so hard? Why is seeking help laughed at? Why is the sky blue? No, why is the sky never blue? Why do people think truth tellers automatically tell you the truth? Why does the moon rely on the sun to shine, yet we are taught to rely on nobody but ourselves? Why don't people put their pride on the shelves and take responsibility? Why is it so hard to take responsibility? The ability to respond. Imagine if people owned up to everything they did. Imagine if the sins you commit as a kid followed you. How innocent would you be? Imagine if black and white was the only colors that we could see. How blunt would you actually be? What would you actually believe? Imagine if the tooth fairy actually paid you for your teeth. Imagine if she was real. Imagine if love was real. Imagine if it wasn't fake. Imagine if we only lived for the sake of someone else. Imagine if being silent meant being heard. Imagine if roles were reversed. Imagine if black people ruled the world. Imagine if everyone had crinkly hair. Imagine if everyone felt black beauty power running through their veins. Imagine if everyone wanted to change the world someday. Imagine if we didn't have to live in fear. Imagine if we could work at the same rate as the rest of the workplace and still believe we can make it out on top. Imagine if working harder wasn't such a chore, a task, an unwanted activity. Imagine if stereotypically we wasn't affiliated with gang activity. Imagine if we were the same. Aren't we the same? Imagine if in God's name we could change the way we were looked at someday. Imagine if we fit in, but our skin glows to stand out. Aren't we beautiful? Imagine if the world called us beauty. Imagine if this imagination was reality. Imagine if imagination wasn't so imaginary. Why do we celebrate our birthday? Why does the moon rise but the stars appear? Why does our heart control a lot of our decisions when our body is controlled by the brain? Why does it take sanity to go insane? Why do we blame ourselves for things that have nothing to do with us? But what if birds walked? What if pigs could fly? What if someone else's smile was the only time we could smile? How often would you actually smile? What if kindness had a price? How much money would you have to your name? What if the amount of charity you gave determined how healthy you was or could be? Would you even be healthy, wealthy? What if DNA did not actually define you but someone else? Who would you be? What if your aspirations were only the dreams that you dream? What if they were your nightmares? How much would you actually achieve? Would you even succeed? What if your imagination was your reality? What if imagination wasn't so imaginary? What if it came alive?
Amazing.
Shumi, 17, you know. 17.
I mean,
you're not too young. You're not too
They're
young.
not.
Right, we've got our final act for this evening. Everybody say, "Aww." But I gotta go bed. So, okay, Shumi, tell us who is our final act for tonight.
Dexter.
Dexter in the building. Seasoned vet.
So before I get started, can we just give a big round of applause to everybody else that has performed today and to our host, because it's been amazing. This is a new piece, and just a little backstory behind it. It's for you guys out there that, like, as a man, you know that sometimes when we go through it day by day and we just do what we gotta do, and sometimes we feel unseen. So this is just for you men out there to let you know that you're seen, that you struggle, that you're hard. I've been searching for what it means to be a man. I've been searching for what it means to be a man. I've been searching for what it means to be a man. I've been working on my craft, trying to find the light so I can finally stop and laugh, looking at the world from a different point of view, forming a new perspective. This ain't nothing new. Emotion being into me from when I was just a kid. No form of coping, just seal it with a lid, then whack it in the cupboard. Forget it's even there. Kneel by my bedside, say a little prayer. Pray someone's there. Pray someone cares. Pray like no one's watching, hoping someone hears. Tears stream down my cheeks. Then someone calls my name. I stand on my own 2 feet, wipe the salt water from my eyes. I walk out the door, find the urge to cry. Don't ask how I'm doing, don't you start to pry. I don't want to die, you didn't even ask, but I don't want to live. So what am I saying? I'm saying I'm sick of this. Sick of what? Sick of this facade. Tired of pretending I know what to do when I ain't got a clue. But I know if I cry, everybody will say, boo-hoo, you gotta do what you gotta do. I've been searching for what it means to be a man. Looking at the man in the mirror, questioning every move that I ever made. Do I carry the family name with grace, power, and respect? Do I keep myself intact? Do I do the best to act with grace, power, and respect? I've been searching for what it means to be a man, what it takes to be a dad. Will I ever be ready for that? Will I be better than dad? Will I find the partner I want to walk this path that so many have before, but emotions run raw, insults get thrown, decisions get made. In the midst of chaos, the soul of a young boy gets crushed by his idols. Suicidal. Please don't die though. You're in my prayers now. Childhood trauma rotting in a core, leaving cracks to welcome links to sprinkling our hall. The horizon's looking dull, but my belly's kind of full, so even if I fall, they'll find my dead corpse as evidence of all of my greed. I've been searching for what it means to be a man. Waking up in my armor-plated shell, even though it's never done me well. It's my own isolated hell with a sofa and a TV, watching all the shows that give me heebie-jeebies. People ask me why. I'm waiting to die. I've been searching for what it means to be a man. With melanin rooted in my skin, thinking I should bend the culture within. It's my ultimate sin. I'm the betrayer of my kin. Watching my brother sacrifice it all for his mother, sacrifice it all for his sister, sacrifice it all for his son and daughter every day, sending himself to the slaughter. Stepping out the door is awfully daunting. He wishes he could put his life on pause, but he ain't the one to stall. Every day is back to the graft. If it ain't 9 to 5, it's the side hustle. Trying not to get in a tussle, cause one mistake could end it all locked in a cell. Now who's there to look after the fam? I've been searching for what it means to be a man. I'm still searching for what it means to be a man. I don't think this search is ever going to end. Thank you.
Right, Poetry Jam. We're done. We're done. Can you give a round of applause for yourselves, please? Please. You stayed to the end. It's been a long night. It's been a good night. Can we make some round of applause for all the acts and performers, first-timers, returners, people that are on the regulars? I want you to give a round of applause just for the team as well involved. Shumi, you've killed it tonight, man. Come on. We've got Ruth, we've got Jamie, we've got our streamers Ben, B Music staff as well. Can you
big up yourself?
Yeah, can you give up for me, please? Thank you. Thank you. Right, we are more or less finished now. The ushers and the team are probably going to be moving us out very shortly, but this is also an opportunity to quickly network, maybe speak to a performer. If you want to get involved in anything that we're doing, follow us at Beatfreeks. I've planning some exciting stuff, I can't lie. I can't tell you just yet, so you need to follow us on our socials, but we've got some exciting events, and the next Poets Jam you will find out very soon. Stay blessed and take care. See you in a bit.